Hey guys, profham here. It's going to be my Venge game. Um, I picked this game because I thought it could be somewhat educational, seeing how to babysit the hard carry, in this case which is Spectre, which is somewhat popular in this meta right now. But everyone struggles to play this hero because it's really hard to babysit him, especially in this meta, because everyone goes to dual lane, there's a lot of pressure to Spectre, and you know, it's just hard, right? Because Spectre is really bad at level 1. But yeah, I figured this game could be something that we can talk about. So as you can see my starting item, I brought 2 mango here, no sentry, which I usually don't do this because sentry is just so valuable at the starting as a starting item. You can deward it. It's like, it feels like it's a must-have item. But my reasoning was that I shouldn't really bother to deward or anything. When there's Spectre, it's all about surviving the lane, and I felt like having 2 mangoes, the extra vision, the emergency mana could save the game. And they are trialing. As soon as I saw Lion, and which makes them trialing, I immediately gave up. I knew that there was no business that I could have just applied any difference. I just bailed him and I went for the Banjo, and I felt like that was the right decision. I really shouldn't be attacking the Lion from the underground. Got the Lion kill, he was the easiest one, and as we are chasing for Pudge, I try to kind of block Mirana a little bit, but the Pudge hooked the Spirit Breaker. I'm giving this kill to Spectre. So this is not bad, okay? It's 2 versus 2. We lost the first blood, but this is not the worst thing that can happen to your lane when you're playing with Spectre. So if there's a Spectre, you're expected to lose the lane, okay? Okay, and I did not expect that they buffed Pudge's hook range at level 1. That is ridiculous. I'm gonna die here. So initially we planned on doing dual lane top and dual lane bottom, because if we go Spirit Breaker and Quap off lane, place them off lane, their carry is Weaver, and Weaver will suffer a lot, like a lot. I'll talk about that later. In this case, I'm going for Mirana because I knew that Mirana had arrow level 1, which means she does not have Leap, and that kill was crucial. And also, Pudge is kind of bulky and just tankier because he has a strength tier with a lot of HP. Mirana was definitely the easier target. Lion. Didn't want to take the kill, didn't mean to take the kill, but I got the double kill. It really shouldn't matter. The ideal case should be giving it to reward that kill to Spectre, but it really shouldn't matter. So we're trial-laning, we're kind of forced to trial-lane because the enemy team was trial-laning. So they really hate Spectre. And again, Spectre was kind of underestimating what was going on. Maybe he thought Pudge left the lane, but he really didn't. So the enemy has some scary shit in this lane going on. I knew I was gonna die, so I had to just right click it to death. Got double kill again? Was that a double kill? My score is 5-2. Okay. I knew that, like, in this game, at this point, regen is... Oh, I got hooked there. Wasn't expecting that. I knew that in this game, the regen was important, but it's about hitting minute 3. But I also knew that if I can be mobile enough to juke them a little bit, juke their stun, juke Mirana's arrow, juke Pudge's hook, I can just be fine at this point. So I'm getting Brown Boots and Windlace. I have 372 movement speed, which is quite... I'm fast, right? At this point I'm really fast. So I'm gonna pull because our lane equilibrium is bad at the moment. And by getting this, I'm gonna hit level 3. And I have 2 points in Magic Missile. I forgot about Wave of Terror. This is because I don't think we're dealing that much physical damage in early game. And having 2 points, 1.6 seconds of stun, 175 magic nuke, it's just too good to me. So this is my skill build, but know that I build everything different every game. So I knew that Push might be hiding here, so I'm like trying to stay between the creeps and just doing my best to deny, because I don't want to give Miranda the free fall. Just charging in again. If I can stun him, Lion could die. And my extra movement speed from Linda has helped me a lot in this case. Well, he's gonna die. Yep. So apparently Pudge rotated to the middle, as we can see in the minimap. Pudge is right here with Lena. Pudge was camping there. So this lane is now the duo lane versus Tra lane. So it is now time for the Spirit Breaker to TP to bottom and help Clone of Pain to pressure the Weaver carry. What we know about Weaver is that if he gets pressured in the early game, he only can't come back in the middle game because he doesn't really farm that fast. He only is squishy, but he can't really, he doesn't really have any wave clear. So, okay, actions going on. Lina was running away, Spirit Breaker charged, and so Lion here, he's only level 2. I could maybe harass him, but at the same time, I thought I could be late. By the time I go there, Lina could be dead, and I just wanted to get the Bond rune. I thought economically, it just helps my team to securing those 2 Bond runes. So Quap got the Bond rune. We got 3, right? Yeah, we got the 3 Bond runes, so I'm okay with these 2 dying ones. I'm okay with that. So in the dual lane meta, well, it was a dual lane meta, but we started the offense rally. But right now we're dual laning again. So it's highly recommended to single pull almost every time you see that the lane equilibrium has been disrupted in favor of the enemy's side. Just single pull, it really doesn't matter. At least by single pulling, you're making a space for Spectre, so now the lane is getting pulled toward our tower. Spectre should feel naturally safer here to last it. And you just don't want to sit next to Spectre. Like, you sort of want to like let Mirana know that if you make a mistake, I'm gonna stun you and you're gonna die. Just be aggressive a little bit with your movement. I really thought Pudge was hiding beside Lion, and if Spectre got hooked, he's dead. It's really scary lane up from the enemy side, because Lion stuns. I knew that I had to stun here. Yep. If I didn't, Lion would have just impaled Charge and Spirit Breaker. Lena rotation happening. Got the kill off. Mirana is a bigger kill. Nice charge. We're gonna have a vision. And the guy's dead. They had a really scary lineup in the beginning. So their basic combination was Lion would just land a stun, which is just 100% stun. Follows up by Pudge Hook, Rot, Slowed, and then Mirana is going to send her arrow. And everybody's dead. Even if you're DK, you're dead with the combination in the early game. So I thought that, well, now the Spirit Breaker is charging in. I thought we should try this, but yeah, that happened. I don't know. I think we did everything right. What really didn't work out was I was not carrying dust. I was kind of hurting myself, and honestly, Weaver also got kind of lucky there. But it was a good attempt, so I'm fine by that. I mean, it felt really hurtful in losing that, because Weaver got the double kill and it's gonna give him the snowball. But the reason I left the lane so Spectre can solo this lane is because I knew that he was getting a Vanguard, and I think the Vanguard is not coming. And by getting him Vanguard, he can actually sustain in this lane, even though Mirana just hits hard, but Vanguard will just help him to survive this lane solo. What's more important at this point of the game is I should be helping the other lanes. I knew that if I can just show myself in the bottom lane, Weaver cannot really lane anymore, given that I have a Sentry and a Dust. And if I can go to middle, I can also threaten a kill against Invoker, and also protect Lina against Pudge roaming. Just diving in, expecting the cold snap, stun right away. I did not get the tornado, so it's fine. I got hooked, but that's fine. Our job is to get Invoker, but Invoker is running away too fast. Lina missed a stun, and now is the time to get out. I saw Lion here, so I want to stun him, but apparently Mirana used the ultimate, and Lion had invisibility on. We failed to kill Invoker. That seems really bad. This case, I felt like, yeah, that was a really, really bad. Oh, Verifier. Wow, that invoker is.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think that was the time that although we failed, like, we had to give that a try. Invoker was essentially free farming in the middle, and we had to do something about it. I think if we wanted to make it work better, we should have smoked, right? We should have smoked. Applying the minus armor. He's gonna come back here, so I knew that he was gonna come back. Dust and stun. Never stun first. When you're fighting against Fever, you gotta dust first before you stun. Because if you stun first, as your projectile is in the air, if Weaver goes invisibility, he's gonna absorb the stun. So that is why you want to pop the dust first before stunning him in this case. That is why if you want to kill Weaver, the easiest way to kill him is get dust and a sentry just to secure kill, because he's really elusive and you never know which way he's gonna run out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
I'm gonna die here. I think we stayed there a little too long. Yeah, that was our problem.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
1, 2, 3 heroes bottom. Is it 3 or 4? It's 3 heroes bottom. So at this point, Inspector was telling me that he can't farm top, which was kind of surprising to me. We can see the warder. We got the warder. Yeah, it was kind of surprising to me that Spectre was telling me that he cannot farm. So it is okay to give off the tower, but Spectre can really just stay here, and I don't think Mirana can out harass Spectre when he has a Vanguard, right? So I don't understand why Spectre was telling me that he cannot farm. And I saw that Cop was doing that, so what I told her was that is fucking waste of your time. Don't ever do that when you're playing Quap off lane. Go back, heal up faster, come back to lane. Weaver is weak at this point. We gotta punish him. So Quap wasting her time like that in the jungle, it kind of tilted me, and yeah, I lost my focus for temporarily, and I told her don't ever fucking do that. So, seeing my inventory, I have a dust and a sentry. This is to kill Weaver. Place on a sentry. I was expecting him to come. Well, can still kill him. I'm gonna swap him. And Quap his ultimate. That was hard, but we gave Quap the double kill, and now I gotta be careful of the Invoker Sunstrike, so I was like moving around a little, trying to juke, and I gotta go back to base. And I need to buy a Trunkle Boots. I think the Trunkle Boots is the best item for Venge support. I know that there are some games that you go Power Tread, but that is when you have someone like Luna or Joe Ranger, okay? In that case, I would vote for Power Tread, but other than that, I think Trunkle is just too good. Because if you see about Venge is all about having mobility. He does need mobility because he'll be roaming around the map, smoke ganking, and just helping other lanes. So in that case, Power Tread has the potential to increase DPS, but you're really slow. If you're a Power Tread, you're really slow, and you'll see yourself that not sustaining the lane because you have no HP regeneration. Not to mention your mana regeneration. That is why I dislike getting Power Tread just in most situations. I wanted to help him by swapping, but I was kinda late. So we woke up, like we had a bloodbath going on the top lane, like everything happening, and I was like 5-2 at minute 5. It's a minute 13 now, and we look at the scoreboard, it's 24-14. So Quap didn't really, wow, he's getting hooked now. That's big. Because Spectre was kind of farming, he was kind of snowballing, and now he's gonna die. So it's gonna affect his momentum. How is this hero balanced? How is that hero balanced? I don't get this, Mirana. Mirana should be nerfed. Oh my god. Right. Alright. Okay. I got fingered. Ugh. At least we're making space for Spectre after this fight.
Bottom tower is under
Somebody got hooked again.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. They have a vision on Lena, then it's gonna die. Well, to be it, I think as long as I provide Spectre some proper vision so that he does not get hooked, I felt like it is still a good game for Spectre. That was my thinking process at this point. So I'm gonna TP here. I have a sentry and I have a ward. And what I'm gonna do is clear this up. Smoke. The smoke is not to kill anyone, but I do not want the enemy to see where I am providing vision. I felt like this vision was crucial for the next 5 to 6 minutes. It's gonna secure Spectre's farm. So by putting down
Bottom tower
ward like this, Spectre knows if the enemy is coming from their side. It's almost hitting minute 15, so I am thinking about getting the bunch rune. I saw Mirana coming toward me, so as I'm coming, I knew Mirana was coming here, so I'm gonna stun her right away. Mirana stun her, and she's gonna die. And I just checked Lena's level, and Lena was level 9, right? So if we go KDA, Lena was down here. That was kind of surprising, given how like Lena was sort of active and roaming around the map in all the game, and she even killed someone right at the top. But it turned out that that was the only rotation that worked. But other than that, Lena was losing the lane, not doing what she was supposed to against Invoker, and she was having a really bad game. Look at the net worth. It looks like this. We're on an ultimate. I'm gonna pop my dust. We got on Push and Weaver. I'm gonna swap Weaver just to close the gap. I knew I was gonna die here, but before I die, I just threw everyone up my spell and just hope for the best, right? Mirana's not getting triple kill. Well, I think Mirana is dead. Lion is dead. Oh, she's not dead. Oh well, there's Spectre. Just one more hit. Yep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was okay.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So when you're playing with Spectre and when you're supporting Spectre, I think your mentality should be number one, survive the lane. That's what we did, right? We didn't exactly win the top lane, and we even lost a tower. But as you guys have seen, like we've been killing off each other to break down even. So that's what you want to happen. After the laning stage is over, around like minute 10, provide the vision. This is something that I regret not doing much earlier, but as you're leaving the lane, you want to provide vision to Spectre so he does not get killed by roaming from mid or their off lane. This is really needed. So right now our jungle is secured, and even top lane is secured because we have 2 wards, and because I was smoked while I was putting down these 2 wards, the enemy does not know that we have a vision here. Okay, that was impressive. So everybody's fighting. Quap is here. The Spreadbreaker's not getting out. I got lucky, honestly. I thought there was no way that I get out, but yeah, I got lucky. We killed Weaver. That's all I wanted. So I got kind of greedy here. I should not have drawn the Flame of Terror. Instead, I should have start up my initiation with my stun. So I know how, like, if you want to maximize your damage output, and Lion had invisibility, so I had to right click him. Well, to be it, the left alt click to let my allies know that Lion just picked up the invisibility. Using my scan if Lion is coming that way, and there was no Lion, and as you can see in the minimap, Lion was right here killing me. So that happens.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, about talking about what I did wrong right there. So touch initiated on was it Quap or was it Lina? It was Lina, right? And I tried to save Lina by swapping, and I got arrowed.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And after I got back from getting stunned, I popped my magic wand. Wow, I can't even talk about things, like everything's happening so fast. And I'm gonna dodge the hook, okay? Quap is getting out. 3 heroes here. Rihanna is coming, 4 heroes here. Just doing my best to make space. Stunning. And sadly nobody's here. Oh, Quap had no mana, that's why. I was wondering why Quap cannot be here, but Quap had no ultimate. It's almost off cooldown, no mana. Yeah, I did many things wrong, let's just say that. What I did was use my Wave of Terror and then stun and then right click. That way you maximize your damage output. So it's kind of my habit. Like, I play Venge a lot and that's just in my muscle memory. But in that case, I should have just stunned Mirana right away. Mirana was able to juke my stun and she went to the Roshan pit, so I had no vision of her. So I could not even stun her when she leaped away. So she also kind of got lucky. I think she at least halfly intended to do that to get into the Roshan pit when she leaped away. So it was a high level play if you think about it in that way. Alright, so I'm always carrying Dust and Sentry because that is the only way that we can secure the kill against Weaver. And if we also see the lineup, they have Mirana, which means that Mirana pops ultimate, everybody has invisibility. So as Potion 5, I'm Potion 5 in this case, you just gotta carry a lot of Sentry. And the item that I'm aiming to get is a Vladimir. She got Orchid. So I'm gonna put down a Sentry here knowing that Weaver's gonna be cocky as fuck, and you know, yeah, he does that a lot, right? Silenced, kill. My Sentry did it right there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Again, don't really have to be thinking too much about the vision. Just provide. Right now, what I'm doing is providing passive vision, very defensive vision, so that my core can farm our jungle. Pudge is here. Gonna swap in. Got arrowed again, but that's like what I intended, saving. But Spirit Breaker is not dynamic because Mirana just. Alright, I survived, but wow, she does a lot of damage. Maelstrom, Portrait, Aquila. She's thinking of getting Lincoln Sphere. Yeah, Mirana got nerfed a little bit, right? How is she so strong still?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
After killing them, we tried to push middle, but we were like Spectre had no ultimate. Everyone was kind of low in HP and mana, so we had to get out. So this is where you just, even as a support, right now is the time to farm. So I am now in our jungle, Leo Terror, and then gonna start right clicking. Venge is not actually that terrible, even though you get Trunkel Boots. With the Way of Terror, like by just applying the Minor Summer, you actually found kind of fast, right? As a support, obviously.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Never be shy about using the shrine if nobody in your allies is using it. And as I'm clearing this camp, I'm gonna get my Vladimir. Also getting a Sentry, I'm not even wasting a dime. Alright. Oh, let's talk about the talent. So at level 10, I don't think you want to take the left one at level 10. I personally have never took that one. 15% magic resistance seems just a lot, and I love the talent. At level 15, it could be controversial. Like if you're playing core Venge, you might want to take plus 15 agility, but if you also look at minus 6 seconds cooldown of Wave of Terror, it's a lot. Minus 6 seconds, like, so if you look at the cooldown right now, it's 4 seconds. So I don't understand how this is balanced. Maybe it could be a personal thing, it could be just me, but 90% of the time this is my talent tree build for this hero, and I'm thinking about putting down a ward sentry right here because this is where Weaver might be hiding. Spectre has now his ultimate, which means we can take initiative and try to like smoke gank or make a push. But
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
yep, he now has a Radiance. And we wanted to push in, but I did not have a smoke.
Double damage.
Yeah, this is where I wanted to put on a sentry, right here. Okay. Spotted Mirana.
Shadows take
My vision is now doing a lot of work again. Swapping first, dust, stun, Mana Summer. And just try to right click her as much as you can. Wow, that punch hook, oh my god. If he did not hook me, that Weaver was dead. Oh my god. Well, I did not expect him. I mean, I think I had a vision right there, but yeah, it was just me playing bad again. Wow, but that hook was just legit in saving him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
And everybody was like chasing after Weaver, and I told them that it's not worth it.
Dire's
Get this
bottom
guy.
tower has fallen.
Gonna lose tier 2 bottom, that sucks. So, if you look at this game right now, I'm not that unhappy about
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
in behind in terms of KDA. They have 40, we have 31, so it's really fine. But losing objective was kind of big. We don't have this tower in the bottom. People say this is useless, but I don't think it is useless. And they still have 2 tier 1 towers up, so if we want to take those towers, judging from our lineup, I don't think we can make a push S5. Like, we were just gonna feed them. But what we want to do is we have to smoke gank, or we have to initiate by forcing a small team fight first before going to large team fight, so that make some chaotic situation, and by the time enemy team use a lot of spells, Spectre can use ultimate and clear things up. That could be our ideal situation, and we really need a smoke. That was my anticipation. We gotta really smoke gank something. So Spectre is now farming bottom, but nobody's there. And Lion is coming, we clearly have a vision, so I'm not really worried about him. If followed up is Pachuk, I was gonna die, but he didn't really have an angle. Well, he did, but it was kinda late, and he's now gonna get punished by it. Okay. Alright. And thank god I have the magic resistance, not taking that much damage. Okay. Lion is dead again. Very good. This is exactly what we want to do. I knew that they are still hiding here, so I'm gonna use that. And before it was here, wish I had my ultimate on, but it was on cooldown.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
If you look at the minimap, Invoker is now pushing top. That's pretty smart of him. He knew that there was nothing he could do here, so he immediately gave up and is now shelving in the wave top. This is kind of high level play that you guys we can just something we can learn from. Look at the lane top, it's now getting pushed in. Invoker still has his force spirit and it's there. We're taking a lot of damage to the top tower. I tried to swap her, but I didn't check his item, check her item build, and apparently she had Lincoln Sphere. And we lost our top tower, and Weaver is now pushing the bottom tower. So they are doing really good job in terms of like split pushing. Waiting for him, dust, break down the Lincolns, and wants Weaver to charge right now. But I don't think he was reacting into it. But yeah. Lina followed up, we're gonna kill him. Clock getting BKB. Good item. I like her item. You need BKB against Lion and Invoker. And there's Mirana. Tons of magic damage. Yeah, this is a really good item build. I see a lot of Quap if even when played in mid. They just don't get BKB, even at my MMR. they don't get BKB. I don't understand why, but you really do need to get BKB. It's a game winning item. So I really loved her when she got this item. Spectre got initiated. I'm gonna swap him again, saving from Pudge. So I got hook damage. That is how we saved him, basically. Oh, he denied. That's unlucky. Oh, I remember this moment. I lost a ton of mana. I thought Invoker might get out, but Quap had ultimate, and we was Shrine. They even have clarity. Wow, that was a really good charge. Yeah. So what Berker just did was, wow, that was amazing. That was amazing. So he knew that by doing this, he provided vision to his team, and Lina's gonna lose it. That was amazing. This is how you play Spirit Breaker. You don't really have to be there and then right click or ultimate to kill anyone. Sometimes your job is just to charge and provide vision to your allies. That's like all. That's everything is expected from you.
Radiant's top tower is under
Because we have Vladimir, our pushing power is strong.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is falling.
So at this point, I wasn't sure if we should go in or go to Roshan or something like that. Well, clearly heard someone getting hooked. Someone is about to die. Swap right away. That fat boy is dead. And again, this is where I think I told everybody to get back, because like Weaver was, as you can see in the minimap, Weaver was like right there, backdooring. Gonna TP here. I don't have dust, but I have 2 sentry, so I knew that Weaver might just back out, and I could anticipate where he's coming from. So I'm gonna put dust sentry like this, not here, which means he's right here. Ultimate, yes, yield up, sentry, chain stun. The guy is dead. So yeah, the guy is elusive, he's hard to kill, but remember that if you do that once, it's gonna happen twice, and it's gonna happen 3x, and by then we were totally lost the snowball. He cannot farm, and like I said, he's not a farmer. He doesn't really have any farming ability. He's gonna farm really slow, and he's really bad from playing from behind. So punishing him early, or punishing him like at least 2 times, 3 times in the middle game will affect his game. So don't, well, I think the most common mistake players make in Dota, just regardless of your MMR, almost every MMR, they don't carry enough detection. You don't only need sentry, you need both sentry and a dust. I don't think gem will do that much. I mean, gem is apparently the best item, but if you happen to lose gem, it's like game losing shit, right? So just buy a lot of sentry and a dust. That'll be my recommendation. You carry gem when you think you do know, you're like 90% confident that you don't lose a gem, which case like you'll need a gem carrier like Tidehunter, Abaddon, someone like that, or even Invoker or Slog, someone that is elusive enough to not die. But other than that, if you're a support, think twice if you want to get a gem, just because you're playing against Weaver. So in this particular game, I never thought about getting gem, and I don't think I did until the end of the game, because yeah, like I said, if you lose a gem and the enemy takes a gem, they will start dewarding everything, and it will just affect the game. And the only time that I would consider getting gem is when the enemy team picks up the gem first. In that case, I'm gonna get a gem to myself as well, and then what I'm gonna do is buy a smoke, and the game will be decided by 1 smoke gank. If we initiate them, if we kill them before they kill us, and we take their gem, the game is over, seriously. So that's how impactful the gem can be in this type of game. Weaver is right there, so I wanted Spirit Breaker to charge in, but I figured that the guy has Lincoln Sphere, so I gotta break it, and can't really stun him, so I'm gonna use my ultimate to break it. So I was like keep pinging him that the guy has no Lincoln Sphere anymore. So as soon as Weaver got charged, I knew that he is now in super danger. Yep.
for my fire.
We have Aegis, right? Yeah, Cop has the Aegis. Well, in this case, again, I did it slightly wrong. I should have cast my Midwater first so that I can cancel Lion's Blinkdagger and then swap him. But yeah, that was just me just being a little fast-tempered in my mind and not playing things right. But the important part that happened was I opened the team fight, I let something happen, and we were able to kill them and force them buyback. I have 17 charges, 18. And before I die, I'll just do my best. Wow, my illusion is dealing a lot of damage. Lion's dead, right? Well, okay. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Club. And I just bought back immediately, seeing that the enemy team used like 3 buybacks, which is their everything. So I knew that the game was over if I buy back. I was telling my allies, don't fucking go for the racks in the top, we just go throne and we're gonna win the game. And this is another my muscle memory. I bought a healing salve. This is what I like to do when I buy back and my allies are still there. And potentially the enemy team could be still there. Now I'm giving it to Lina. So it's just in my muscle memory. So I know that healing salve also like scales up really well as the game goes on, because the amount of heal that you get depends on the strength, or was it your natural experience? I forgot, but I know that as the game goes on, you actually heal much more than the standard, which is like 400. It heals a lot if you carry that. So just wanted to mention that little bit, small thing. It could affect your game if you're playing support. Okay. Yep, that was it. So I bought a lot of 5,000 gold. Wow. What was my net worth in this game? GPM is about 300. Wow, this is a lot. I didn't realize it would be 5k gold. Wow. I could have easily gotten something else, like really big core items, but I really think we won this game by having the vision. So that was it. Yep. Thank you for watching, guys. That was me playing Vengeful Support.